Hello Aquarius, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, does not cost anything. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. The Magician. Our very first card. You are a very adaptable person. I feel like you're someone who can literally be placed into any situation and you can find a way to make it work. You're resilient, you're adaptable, you are elastic, right? You're flexible. I think you're probably very brilliant. I think you probably know more than one language. I think you know a lot of information about a lot of subjects. Now, the adaptability, I think, is going to be very important today. Because just because we're capable of adapting doesn't mean we should, right? Let's put this card into a little bit of context and see what is going on with you. We've got a Queen of Wands. We've got the Hanged Man. We've got a Princess of Wands. We've got a Lust or Strength card. A Three of Swords in front of you. A Nine of Swords is your general energy. A Two of Pentacles. A Three of Pentacles. And an Eight of Pentacles. Wow, very nice. I feel that there might be a fire sign person that's sort of interfering with your life a little bit. It may be that you are adapting to their energy more than you're beginning to feel is necessary or right for you. Okay, but let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card, and then we'll get into this. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. It's going to go right here with our very own Kelly Kapoor right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need. If at any point during this reading you feel like you know what that card is, please put your prediction down in the comments. All right. Now, let's take a look around the room. We have major, 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 right? The Lust, the Magician, and the Hanged Man. This is it, right? This is kind of what we are trying to accomplish. This vertical axis here is the spiritual path, going from Hanged Man to Strength. Okay, the Magician is trying to manifest the will, right? Trying to cause change in the environment in accordance with your will. We want to be this passionate, courageous. We want to be this sort of capable. We want to feel this lust for life. We want to feel the zest. We want to feel the vital energy. We want to feel the creativity. We want to feel that we can reach up into the sky and just pluck out a star for ourselves and put it in our pocket. We want to feel that we can use our magic and that we can assert ourselves. We are confident. We are brave, right? That's what we want. What we got is Hanged Man. What we got is a situation that is kind of the opposite. We're trying to go from the Hanged Man to the Lust card, okay? And I feel that we're doing that through the Magician. Something is interfering with your ability to create the life that we want over here. A 2, a 3, and 8. We want to cause change in our environment so that we can start growing the life we want, so we can start achieving and succeeding. And I don't know if this Queen of Wands is someone maybe at work or at home or school, if it's a sibling, if it's I don't know, an in-law, I don't know who it is. They might be a fire sign person. It could be an older female energy. I feel as if it's somebody who is sort of interfering with your progress here. Someone who is does not have your best interest at heart, let's say. This is somebody that wants things their way. I think this is somebody that, it may be a boss at work or a coworker, somebody who feels as if you should be subordinate, right? It feels like it's somebody that is blocking your success. Okay, feels like somebody who is maybe, I want to say not intentionally, but I really don't know. It feels like somebody who is interfering with your ability to be the magician. And the magician is kind of saying, do I adapt to this situation, and do I just endure this person or this situation that does feel like it's kind of blocking your progress, blocking your growth, blocking your confidence, right? Your ability to assert yourself and manifest your will. Okay. So this is the dilemma for you currently. All right. We've got fire. We've got no water. We've got air. And we got the worst air we could ask for, really, here. And then we've got earth, earth, and earth. So we do see that there is something good growing here. 2, 3, 8 of Pentacles. We're able to get this done, but how are we getting through this obstacle and getting to the growth here? Getting to the progress that we want to see. Because we have to get through this air energy. And this is really, I think there's a lot of bad blood between you and this person. I don't know if it is I don't know if it's an older sibling or something, or if this is supposed to be a boss or a coworker, but I feel like it's somebody who feels as if they should be the authority. It's somebody who feels like they should be the boss, or they should be able to tell you what to do. It's somebody who is trying, they're kind of acting like your job is just to be there in service of them. Right? That's where I get that sort of subordinate energy. So this is the Hanged Man. It's under the surface. And I think this is, you're generally the kind of person that will you'll yield to other people. You're not trying to really get in anybody's way. You're not trying to step over everybody. You're not trying to make waves. You're not trying to rock the boat. You're not trying to cause problems. You're someone who can very, very easily go with the flow. Again, you're very adaptable. There may be a tendency for you to deprioritize yourself. It may be that this is a person who feels that they can just steamroll right over you. That you're here just to make their life easier. That you're here just to support them in their efforts and their work. Whether this is at home, at school, at the office, whatever it is. It feels like there is this person who doesn't think that you will stand up for yourself. Doesn't think that you. It's just like a doormat, you know. In the Hanged Man, it kind of feels like I'm sitting here letting this person, have their way and sort of assert their superiority in some way. And I don't think that we want to really do that anymore. I think that we're trying to convert this energy into, no, you know what? I have to take control. See the lust card here. This is all about the passions. This is all about, well, this is the ferocity of the lion, right? The lion's roar. But we're taming this energy. So we're not doing anything that's impulsive. We're not doing anything that is, we're not acting out. We're not lashing out, right? But we do have to find a way to take charge of our energy. And I think there is a growing frustration in you right now that we have to do something with. We either express it in a controlled way, or it continues to be pushed down under the surface until eventually it becomes a tower, until eventually it becomes, well, the despair that we see here. And I think this is probably how you're already feeling. And that would say, well, this card's going to be the tower. unless we do something about this, this card's going to be the Tower. And we're just going to blow because we can't take this anymore. And so with the Magician, there is that question, do you need to continue adapting to this person's demands, this person's way of doing things, to this person's pseudo-authority or their behavior or their attitude? Is this still in your best interest for you to adapt to this? Or is this something that we need to say, I don't want to adapt to this anymore. It's better that I change my environment, I change my circumstances, and adapt to something better. Because with all your adaptation, it's not really benefiting you. It's not serving you. Yeah, maybe you're not rocking the boat, but you're not growing in your path or your energy in any way. And this doesn't have to be a coworker. This could be a partner. This could be a relationship. This could be a best friend. It's someone who's trying to dominate your energy. Okay. Now, in the past, we have a Princess of Wands. I think you're somebody who's, you're used to doing things your way. So this feels like a very different kind of situation for you. Okay. The Princess of Wands is kind of an impulsive energy. It's the risk taker. It's the one that it's always looking for new things. This is an energy that's very experimental, very exploratory, right? Is excited, is fired up, has good ideas, and wants to go and try out all these different things. This energy here, this is very different as well from the Hanged Man. This is a little bit more up here with the Lust card than it is down here with the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is kind of saying that you've had to suppress your true nature, this curious, vibrant, energetic nature, for somebody else's needs, demands, wants, somebody else's authority, right? And so I think there is this part of you wants to come out again, but this can't just blow up. This can't just explode out of you in that disruptive tower kind of way. This is a past energy, and it's kind of saying, well, I want to sort of get back to this, but maybe in a more elevated way. Okay, so we're looking to invoke this Strength card. Now, this is the strength for us to assert ourselves, to control our energy. See, sometimes the Princess of Wands is a little bit out of control. We don't want to be that. We don't want to do that, right? We want to find a way to move forward with our lives and feel that we are able to change and produce things and grow and, kind of have aspirations of our own and have a path of our own. This is somebody here, I think, that is trying to say that you're just here to support me on my path. Well, Aquarius, what about your path? The Three of Swords in the future position. I think the way things are going here, there's not a lot of hope in the future. I kind of feel that this is like if things keep going the way they're going, there is just suffering and sorrow in front of you. Tomorrow's energy, right, is going to be more of the same, and this is a suffering of really feeling as if we're disconnected from our real passions, our real desires. The things that you really are called on to do, this is not good for your soul, right? This is pain in the soul. This isn't necessarily, I'm just having a bad day, or I'm doing something that I kind of don't want to do. It's not pleasurable at the moment. No, this is a deep, internal, fundamental, soul level, pain and sorrow, suffering. So it feels that like this situation you're in, and again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I don't know who that person is, but it feels like this relationship is one where you're not growing past it. You're not growing further right? That this is kind of a stuck energy. This is a dynamic that is not leading to any growth of your soul. So the longer it continues, I think the more mentally and emotionally you're going to feel the unease of it. Okay? Something needs to change. I'm not saying, and I don't think tarot, I don't think spirit is saying that you have to get out of this relationship, but I'm saying the dynamic needs to change. Because if we look at these two cards, it kind of seems like parent and child type of relationship. That this isn't supposed to be a parent and child relationship, because I feel that you are probably an adult. At least I think everybody who watches the channel is an adult. The parent-child dynamic is something that we can't keep recreating in every relationship that we're in. Okay? And if this is what we're doing, I think we need to recognize this and be like, hey, wait a minute, I'm just repeating this kind of dynamic again, either in a work relationship or a romantic relationship or in a friendship. Like, wait a minute, what am I doing? This is not allowing my soul to grow. This is not allowing me to take accountability and ownership and really be the magician of life. This is a dynamic that is preventing you from being the best magician that you can be, from maturing into a full-on master magician, right? So it's like a repeat of the parent-child relationship. Maybe this is a relationship between you and your parent, one or both parent or something like this. It could be. But, it's no matter how old we get, when we go back to our childhood home, we can't help but feel like we're 10 years old again. We can't help but feel that there's still this parent-child relationship with our parents, even though we're all adults now, right? So it's sort of unavoidable. But it's that kind of relationship in a marriage, in a friendship, in a business relationship, even in between you, like an employee and employer kind of relationship, that this is what's preventing you from asserting yourself, from making good decisions for yourself, from feeling strong and confident. It's preventing you from being that master magician. And it really is kind of the difference. Again, we have that same relationship here between the Lust card and the Hanged Man. I really want to go out and pursue my passions in life and my purpose, and I want to feel capable and strong and vibrant, but instead I'm feeling that I'm just subordinate. I'm feeling that I have to succumb and acquiesce, that I have to surrender my autonomy to this pseudo-authority, as a child would with a parent, right, or a guardian or something. And so the Three of Swords becomes a repeat. It becomes something from the past that's sort of affecting us now. The Three of Swords really is a function of memory. And it's important that we recognize where this dynamic is taking place. This parent-child dynamic is taking place somewhere in your life that is detrimental to the growth of your soul and to the fulfillment of your purpose. And that's why you feel a Nine of Swords. Now, as we talk about the path of the serpent, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is free. The Nine of Swords is that despair. This is sleepless nights. This is, I'm so stressed out that I don't know what to do, and I feel like it's hopeless. I feel like there's no way out of this. This is a pit of misery, and we don't want to be here. Let's not get here. If you're here, let's get out of here. Okay? Something needs to change. Sometimes the wake-up call really is what's needed. We need to understand. We need to have this experience in order to say, wait a minute, this is a repeat of this, what I'm calling the kind of parent-child relationship. This is a repeat of that, and that's something that needs to change. So this is kind of an epiphany. This is kind of like that aha moment. It's the painful realization, but it marks the beginning of change. Okay? This is that rock bottom where we kind of say, you know what, I understand what's going on here, and now I can make some positive changes. Two of Pentacles. You're going to be experiencing a lot of choices in your life. Okay? This is in the position of relationships. This is in the position of your environment. A lot of change is going on. I think you have to be the source of these changes. You have to start being proactive. And, even if this is just about you making more decisions for yourself, even if this is you navigating through life in a way that is more intentional, in a way that is more conscious and willed, in a way that is productive and proactive. Okay, you got to make some changes in your life. It doesn't mean that you're quitting your job, doesn't mean that you're getting a divorce or anything. It just means we got to make some changes. We've got to start doing something a different way. We've got to start behaving a little bit more lust and strength card, and a little bit less, kind of letting the other person steamroll over us, right? Well, how do we do that? It's a very delicate thing, right? Especially if we're going to choose to stay in this relationship, we're going to have to implement those changes one at a time, slowly, one step at a time, to start easing ourselves into a more, perhaps a more equal relationship with this person. Now, if it's your boss and you're the employee, well, there's always going to be that hierarchy, okay? But we have to understand within us how we are experiencing it. Is it activating that parent-child complex? And if it is, how do we deal with that? What do we do with that? Right? Perhaps just recognizing it is I think that's a very big first step anyway. All right. Now the obstacle here is that 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is work. 3 of Pentacles is the effort, the blood, sweat, and tears, the commitment, the resources that it takes to get something really happening and get something really moving. Sometimes the 3 of Pentacles is a card of cooperation. So the difficult thing is really to make this situation work in a way that's good for everybody, in a way that is good for your soul, right? And also kind of not just flipped around the other way. It's not that we want to become that position, that we want to become the parent energy and just flip, just reverse the roles. Now I'm the parent, you're the child, because we're just repeating the same dynamic. And indeed, I think in a lot of relationships, that's what happens. One day it's parent-child, the other day it's child-parent. It's still the same dynamic, right? And the most difficult thing, the obstacle here, is to try to make this work. If it's important to you, if this is where you want to put your effort and your commitment, by all means, Spirit's saying you can do it. It's going to be difficult to make this function in a healthy way. Okay? And what you have to keep in mind as your number one priority is the growth and health of your soul, with that 8 of Pentacles at the end. That's patience, that's prudence. We're not being impulsive, but it is about healthy growth. It is about healing. It is about, fulfilling your true nature, becoming who you're meant to become. And if that means you have to take your energy elsewhere to get out of this dynamic, then fine, that's what you're going to do. If you're going to try to stay here and make it work, well, that's fine too. And the idea that we can leave and go somewhere else and be cured, well, that's misleading too. Because just the next relationship will have the same complex, will most likely be activated again, that parent-child complex, right? So to think that the next relationship will be better is not guaranteed. Okay, so it's not, the easy way out is not just going to be, well, I'm just going to get out of this relationship and then the next one will be okay. We can recognize this dynamic right now in this relationship, and we can start to address that and explore that, spiritually and mentally and emotionally, and still make this one work, or choose to go a different direction and work on this maybe solitarily, and then the next one maybe will have a better, better chance of working, right? But the important thing is that we recognize this. And I don't know if this is, again, I don't know if this is like an older sibling, if it is really a parent, if it is, I feel like it's a family member. I kind of feel that it might be a spouse or like a long-term partner. But the interesting thing is that I don't see any water energy. You would think that if this was a romance or a love kind of relationship, that we'd see some sort of water. Well, I think all the water's been pushed down in here. Okay, it could be that all the water is kind of drained down to the bottom of things here. And maybe if we recognize this and we start to make some changes and we sort of work on our communication, maybe this Nine of Swords will change to a Nine of Cups. Maybe the water will be flowing again. Maybe the love will re-enter this situation. I'm expecting the mystery card then to be that Nine of Cups. That would be ideal. I don't want to see the Tower. I want to see the Nine of Cups, or Six of Cups would be okay too. Right. If you have a prediction, please put it in the comments down below. A King of Wands, fixed fire energy. It's another fire court card. It's another fiery court card. So I kind of feel like this is you taking a stand. This is you, trying to, because it's still a child, right? It's still the king is really the prince and the princess, and then you've got the queen and the knight. I know it's different with the different tarot packs, but these are siblings here, and this is the parental figure, right? So we have a continuation of this dynamic, but we do have also a reference to the Leo energy, because the fixed fire is a fixed fire Leo energy, right, with the luster strength card. So these two are similar cards. And now, if I were you, I would watch the Leo reading that we did. It might be very, very resonant for you, okay? Because this is now, we're trying to ease into that Leo energy, trying to ease into that confidence, that kind of calm assertiveness, that silent strength, that saying, I'm not going to lash out and lose control of myself, but I'm not going to just roll over and take it either. I'm going to be strong and firm in what I want and what I believe and what my path is in life, and I'm going to make positive changes for the benefit of my soul, and I'm going to resist the energy that's trying to subordinate my path to its own. Okay, so this is a steadiness, this is a confidence, but it is a quiet strength. Okay, it's not a lashing out. Yeah, but it is us getting a little bit closer to this. Yeah, I think this is a good reading for you. I really do. We're going to do an extended. We'll do an Jing reading, and we'll do some oracle cards. There's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Aquarius Thursday and Sunday. Be sure to watch both readings. They are free. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is also free. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.